Alright, hello guys. This is Shibboleth Gaming, or in American Truck Simulator, ol' Shib. This is Shibboleth Professional Transportation. I have finally made it to the point where I can purchase my own truck. I'm now driving for somebody else. We purchased our Peterbilt, and yesterday we took out a loan and did some upgrades. So as you can see, the first thing I had to do was paint it. And it's Shibboleth black and red. Those are my favorite colors. So the truck had to be black and red. We also switched out the engine to a bigger Cummins engine. We changed the transmission so we can haul more. We added the sleeper cab so we can take longer distances. And we also bought ourselves a garage. So if I go to, let's see, where is it? Driver management. And we take a look at here. Maximilian is who we hired. He's driving the same truck as I am, just plain old stock. Bought him a Peterbilt. He's got a 1.7 rating, and let's see here. I think if I can find it, I think we have to buy him a trailer, if I'm not mistaken. But for the sake of this morning's, we're just gonna take a look at the job market. We're gonna earn money for our own company, so we're going to be driving. I believe I would love to take this little log stacker, but I also think, let's see here. So that's going to be the closest to us. Actually, what's right here? Yeah, we'll take something that's a little bit closer. Take a log harvester from... I'd like to go a little further. So, here we go. Empty bottles. We'll take some empty bottles all the way up the California coast. Why don't we go ahead and do that? And yeah, so this is our first trip in the upgraded Peterbilt 389. Let's take a look at it outside the truck. Oops, wrong button. There we are. I must have parked here. It's kind of weird, but that's how it goes sometimes. We're gonna fire this baby up. I am using a T150 Pro steering wheel and pedal set from Thrustmaster. I use that for all my games, whether it's American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator. I also do a lot of iRacing. I enjoy it. I am working on upgrading it by getting the shifter one of these days. Just between being back to work and all that good stuff, I just haven't had the time to see who's got the best pricing. It's nothing I'm going to find local. The area I live in is just not the type of stuff that you find. So I've got to order it off a website. So I always like to see who's got the best prices, who offers the best services. You know, for example, if somebody has a company and let's say they only hire retired military, I'm probably going to order from them instead of somebody else. So those are the type of things that I take a look at when I order, whether it's electronics or whatever. But so I'll be taking a look at a shifter to add to the T150 Pro setup fairly soon. But I'm already considering upgrading from the T150 to starting with the T300 servo and kind of building it out from there. So we'll see. The T150 Pro, it gets the job done. It's, it's force feedback, it's all the things that you want in in a all the things that you need it to do, it does. So let's see here. Let's see here. Actually, just give us our truck. Let's see, freight market. That's the one. That's what we want. That's the one. So we're gonna go and grab this trailer here. More than likely, it's easier if I just change the camera view and go from there. So. Reverse ship. Reverse ship. We need reverse first. But Peterbilt looks sharp, doesn't it? Doesn't she look sharp? Why, yes, she does. Why, yes, she does. She looks pretty. We're gonna go ahead and couple it. There we are. Hop back in the truck. In the truck, I said. And away we go. So I've got the camera view set, or the kind of like the mirror overlay set, so I can look out the driver's side mirror and any viewers that I have, because I stream these mostly on Facebook. I have the mirror on the screen, so if viewers would like to pay attention to the trailer on the passenger side, they can go ahead and do that. So that's why I have the mirror set up the way I do here, just for the Facebook viewers that I have, the Facebook followers. So, but so far, I can definitely tell a difference with the new Cummins engine. It's definitely got a little bit more get up and go than the original engine had, especially with some of these heavier trailers and stuff. So we do have to be on the lookout for a fuel station, guys. I am running low. Why is there... Okay, that was for the intersection before. Alright, cool. Thought we were gonna get nailed with running a red light. So eyes on the lookout for a fuel station. I also have to get my tires repaired at some point. They are red. So we're gonna go ahead and turn here. Light screen. So we're gonna keep on a trucking. I love the graphics on this particular simulator. I like the graphics on Euro Truck Simulator 2 just a little bit more. There's just a little bit more detail than there is in this one. But both games absolutely gorgeous. Right now I'm playing the public beta, the 1.38 public beta update for American Truck Simulator. Excuse me. Hopefully there's a fuel station coming up. I didn't see one before we got on the highway, so hopefully we have one coming up. Looks like our speed limit is 55 miles per hour. So right now we're at about 47. as we start to get up in speed, I will reach over to the keyboard, hit the cruise control. We're up to 52 right now, 53, 54, 55. Cruise control is set, so now all we have to do is drive. We will take a look at the load going down the road. Boy, we have a sexy... Oop, we better stay on the road. That's a sexy looking truck. That's a sexy looking Peterbilt. Oops. Oh no. I did not mean to do that. Let's get back in the truck where it's nice and safe. That was a bummer. That's definitely YouTube worthy. But anyway, I usually stream live on Facebook under the same name, Shibboleth Gaming. We're definitely growing the channel. The chat is more and more active. The community over there is absolutely wonderful. But I didn't want to neglect my YouTube channel either. We have 25 subscribers here, I believe, or 25 followers, or however YouTube works, and I would like to grow that as well. But all this kind of took place while I was out of work due to the COVID stoppage. Now that I'm back to work, it's hard to have a streaming schedule, a content schedule for Facebook, and work sometimes 40 to 45 hours a week. So, but I think I'm going to start recording my Facebook lives and posting those, and just trying to grow this YouTube channel as well as my Facebook gaming page. So we have a really great community over there. If anybody is interested, just search Shibboleth Gaming in the Facebook search bar. There's only one of me, and I do a lot of American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator 2. I do a lot of iRacing. I also do a ton of SnowRunner. I absolutely love that game. It's beautiful. They did a great job, and they're continuing to fix all the bugs and make it better and better. We have some really new content, some really exciting new content coming out, so there's some things to look forward to there as well. But I also mix in a couple nights a week. I do play Call of Duty with my good friend Flinch OP, who is also a Facebook gaming content creator. And then we also sometimes we do sometimes we do some Grand Theft Auto 5 streams as well. So lots and lots of things going on. Some of you may take a look at my page and notice that I was a NASCAR Heat 4 console player, and that is no longer the case. Since getting the PC, I have gone ahead and switched to iRacing completely, and I do not make any content for NASCAR Heat 5 anymore, or NASCAR Heat 4, and I have no intentions of playing NASCAR Heat 5. For me, iRacing is just a little bit closer to the real thing, and since I can't afford to build my own race car and race at the local tracks on Saturday nights, iRacing is the cheaper way to fulfill that need for speed that I have. So, but a lot of that is really exciting. I'm really excited about where our Facebook gaming page is going. I raise a lot of money for charity. In fact, 100% of all my stars on Facebook go towards charity. Right now, until August 15th, 100% of all stars go towards the Gamers Outreach Foundation. And for those that don't know what the Gamers Outreach Foundation is, they go into hospitals with video game equipment, and they provide them to children or kids who are in long-term hospital stay situations. A lot of them sometimes terminal. So to provide them with something to do, something to take their mind off things, and make life, if possible, just a little bit closer to normal. I'm really, really proud to be a part of that right now until August 15th, and then we'll talk about other things. You know, we'll talk about we're almost out of fuel, so we got to find ourselves a fuel station. We've got one coming up, so I don't think I'm super worried. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna mark that on the map and get back to driving. So, but anyways, I'm really excited about where our channel is headed over there on Facebook. So, and eventually, I'd like to do the same thing here. YouTube's a great platform, but they've made it really hard to monetize. The amount of followers you need, the amount of view time you need. You have to be able to invest a lot of time into your YouTube channel, and with managing a store, I just don't have the time, and so eventually we will. Eventually, all good things take time. So, but eventually, when that becomes a reality, I will be donating any monetary gains from YouTube to charity as well. So, excuse me. It's actually a program that I have developed with the help of my wife. It's called Gaming for a Greater Good, and that's what I do. I game for charities. I like my job in real life. My wife likes hers, and we don't need the extra money from content creating. So we decided what better way to make use of our time than to donate to really good causes. So we're going to kill the engine, guys. We're going to hold the enter button because that's going to fill our tanks with diesel. And then we're gonna get back out. Excuse me. We're gonna get back out on the road. There we go. Tank's full. Fire it up. Put her in gear. It's always tricky getting in and out of these gas stations. That money sound was just me paying for the gas. When I was taking jobs for other people, the employer would pay for the fuel fees. But now that is all on me. So we're gonna take this little roundabout, not roundabout, but this little road back to the highway where we were, and continue our trip up the okay, we're gonna reset navigation here, up the California coast. So we started down here near Los Angeles, and we are making our way up through Bakersfield and Oakland, and that's where we're going to end up dropping off this load, is in Oakland. We've got a trailer full of empty bottles, if you can believe it. I don't know who would want these empty bottles. Maybe there's a shortage up in Oakland? I don't know. But that's where these guys got to go. So, and it was a long enough trip to test out our upgrades that we made on the Peterbilt. And I'll tell you guys why I purchased a Peterbilt, and it's kind of funny. I purchased a Peterbilt because I heard a saying, "There's nothing sweeter than a long-nosed Peter," and I was like, man, I could use that in a stream. Like, you use that in a description, people are going to be watching you. So, nothing sweeter than a long-nosed Peter. Peterbilt truck. So. And we are back off to the races, guys. We've got to watch our speeds. Now that I own my own truck and my own garage and I have to pay the loan back, I am much more mindful of my speeds. Because some of these speeding fines, depending on how fast you're going, they can put a hurting on your bank account. So So I've been kind of mindful of that ever since I took out a loan. I'd rather pay the loan than speeding fines. So here we are, guys. We are back on route. So we will keep on moving, guys. Let's keep her in the center lane. Get some coffee. All truckers drink coffee. If you're a trucker, bottoms up to you. I have a lot of respect for real truckers. Even when the rest of us are stuck inside, like during the COVID pandemic, truckers keep the country moving. And they have a hard job to do. You know, some of these guys and girls were driving into areas where the riots were happening, you know, and you've got to be, you know, mindful. Truckers want to get home to their family. You know, they don't want to have to protect their load, you know, or have their trucks looted or vandalized, or, you know, like, so I have a lot of respect for truckers, because even when the rest of us are afraid to go outside, they have no choice. If truckers stop, the country stops, the world stops. You stop getting food delivered to the supermarkets, and that means there's no food on the table for your family. All of us that love our video games, you know, those electronics don't get to warehouses and retailers magically. Those are all delivered by truckers. You know, farmers depend on truckers to deliver milk or cattle or meat or pigs, whatever the case may be. We are all dependent on truckers. Very dependent. So anytime, I encourage anybody, anytime, it's just like thanking somebody who serves our country. I never miss an opportunity to thank somebody who has served our country. I do the same thing with truck drivers. I never miss an opportunity to thank a truck driver. So I encourage you guys to do the same thing. A few years ago, when my wife worked retail, she would have to work. Her store was in the mall, and the mall on Black Friday forced her to open up after Thanksgiving dinner, and you're open through the morning, you know, overnight into the morning hours. So we didn't have time to go see family on Thanksgiving, and so we went to one of the local restaurants that was open to have our Thanksgiving meal together before she had to go to work. And we saw this truck driver come in, and he was just, you could tell he's tired. He had made a long trip, and he was away from family. We just felt like we had to do something, and we paid for his meal. And that was kind of our way of thanking him. Like, he's got a job that takes him away from, not only takes him away from his family for sometimes long periods of time, but on holidays. So we just felt like it was something that we should do. We should thank that truck driver in some way, shape, or form. And that was just our way of doing it. So I encourage everybody to take every opportunity that you can to thank a truck driver. Because without them, we wouldn't have food on the table. We wouldn't have clothes on our backs. We wouldn't have electronics to play with, or TVs to watch, or whatever the case may be. During the pandemic, when all of us were stuck inside, truckers were forced to do their job and drive into cities with populations. You know, sometimes where, you know, the COVID-19 virus was at its height, and they were forced to do it just so that we could eat and get dressed and have our masks and our hand sanitizer and our hand soap, you know? So I hope you guys join me in that. I hope you guys join me in thanking a trucker, you know, anytime you see one, you know, up close in person. Just find a, just thank you. This is simple words, thank you. Same thing I do when I see I see a service member, past or present. I always thank them for serving our country because it's something that I just don't have the courage to do. And same thing with trucking. I would love to see the country that way. I've heard from many people that's the best way to see the country coast to coast. But I just don't have the courage to do it. I don't have the courage to be away from my family for that long of time. I would miss my wife dearly. I would miss my dogs dearly. So these guys make sacrifices, and we appreciate them. So join me in thanking all truckers every day, every time you come across one. Because without them, we'd be hungry, naked, and afraid. We've got some congestion coming up, guys. Wowee. We've got some traffic in front of us. Gotta keep an eye on the time. The only reason I'm able to make this YouTube video this morning is because I don't have to go into work until 11:15. It is 10 of 10 right now, so I've got to keep a little bit of an eye on the time. We've got about 4 hours and 36 minutes. Those are elapsed minutes. They're not going to go by like real minutes. But it's about 221 miles until our destination, so I've just got to keep an eye on the time. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be able to get this trip taken care of. I might have to push it and speed just a little, but not too bad. I'm not going to do 70 into 55, but we'll do 62. Look at that sun, guys. I can't tell if that's a sunrise or a sunset, but that is beautiful. In fact, once we get out here in this lane, we're gonna take a look at that. Look at that sunset, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Over the mountaintops or the hills over there in California. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, see how quick that went by? Now we're down to 4 hours and 3 minutes. So, it's elapsed times. It's not real time, but hopefully we'll have just enough time to get this load delivered and make us a little bit of money. Got to be able to pay the bills, pay the loan off, keep my driver employed. My solo driver for now. That'll make the bank happy. That'll make my driver happy. We gotta buy him a trailer though. I gotta figure out how to do that. I haven't done that yet. So please pull in for a vehicle inspection. You've got to be kidding me. We don't have time for inspections. So we're gonna get weighed here. I've never failed a weigh. I've never failed a weigh station inspection, so I highly doubt we're gonna fail this one. We're gonna go ahead and press enter. Vehicle gross weight is 71,612 pounds. Your vehicle is not in perfect technical state. I know the tires are bad. I know. We gotta get some new tires on this boy. I know that. 3 hours and 34 minutes. So the time goes by pretty quickly. Like I said, it's elapsed time. It's not real time. And we've barely used any diesel, so we're gonna skip this fuel stop, and we're gonna keep on trucking. Does look like we'll need to sleep at some point. But that's okay. That's okay. But for those of you that are checking out the YouTube video, I really appreciate it. And for those of you that are interested in seeing more content, I would appreciate it if you click that subscribe button. I would also invite you to come on over and hang out with us on our Facebook page, Shibless Gaming on Facebook. That is where we do our live streaming. And we've got a lot of good people hanging out in the chat over there. Sunday mornings, we kick off each week with SnowRunner Sunday. That's our favorite day of the week. We absolutely love SnowRunner. Monday nights is Euro Truck Simulator. Tuesday nights are American Truck Simulator. Wednesdays, we do another SnowRunner stream in the evening. Thursdays is usually a toss-up. Sometimes it's Grand Theft Auto. Sometimes it's iRacing. If I have a league race, we'll race. If not, we'll find some official iRacing races to participate in and work on our iRating. Fridays is usually a trucking simulator of some sort, sometimes Grand Theft Auto. And then Saturday nights, I usually do short track Saturday. So we take our iRacing street stock car and we find short track races for it. And then we finish the night off with some Call of Duty with our good friend Flinch OP. So that about rounds up our week. We do get a surprise day in the center where we'll have more than one stream. I have split days off, so Sundays are definite days off. So we do a lot of, like I said, we do a lot of SnowRunner on Sundays, and then the day in the week that I have off, I have one day during the week, and it's a toss-up. We might have 3 different streams and stream 3 different games. So it's definitely a lot of fun. I've become more and more of a variety streamer, where 2 months ago I was strictly motorsports. So we've become more and more into simulators and driving games and some shooters. I'm not good, so it's fun to just hang out and make jokes about my horrible shots. But we have a really good group, and they're really, really positive. And like I said, we do it all for charity. Could use some more coffee, but that's it for the day. That's a pretty big one, so we'll leave it at that. We have 2 hours and 8 minutes left of our trip here, so we're going to we're probably going to have to take a nap at some point. If you'll notice, the screen down in the right hand corner where it has my 62 miles per hour, then next to it says A18. That's the gear I'm in because I don't have a shifter. I'm using automatic, so I'm in the 18th gear on the automatic transmission. The next symbol over is our fuel, and you'll notice that we're almost full right now. And then the next symbol over is our bed, and when that bed turns red, that's when our driver has to sleep. So we have to keep an eye on that. But for now, we're going to keep on driving. And if he falls asleep, I don't know what happens when you push it. I've seen the bed get red, but I've never pushed it beyond that. So So I think we're going to get her on up to 60 and a 55. We're going to hit the cruise control. We've got about an hour and 41 minutes, and that's elapsed times. Again, that's not real time. So we're up to 60. I'm going to hit the cruise control, and we're just going to finish out the rest of this trip pretty much incident-free. We haven't had a ticket. We haven't had an accident. Oh yeah, wait, one. I hit the guardrails. That was a pretty bad one in the beginning. But after that, we're doing pretty good. So we don't have much left of our trip now. I'll take a look at the map, guys, and you can see that we're a little over halfway there. Oakland is our destination, so not long now. We're a little over halfway. We can even turn on the high beam so we can see a little better. I'm gonna get in the other lane here because I see a car coming up, speeding in the background. I see some headlights. So if they want to pass, they can pass, but we're gonna take it easy. We are on California Route 5. I can't believe it's only 55 miles an hour. I mean, I live in the woods in upstate New York, and we're 65. I don't understand why this one is only 55. It seemed to me the slower speeds would cause more traffic jams, especially out here in the populated state of California. But I don't design the roads. I don't get to pick the speed limits and set the speed limits. So we'll just push our luck. We'll do 5 miles an hour over. We've got about 39 miles left of our trip. So not long now. We might not have to stop and take a nap at a rest stop. So we may be able to make it. We may be able to make it. Yeah, you can hear my driver starting to yawn. He's tired, but we only got 15 miles left. We got about 20 minutes. I'd say in real time that's probably about 10, but I don't think he's gonna fall asleep. So I think we're gonna be able to finish out this trip just fine. Get this load of empty bottles. There must be an empty bottle shortage somewhere in Oakland. They needed us to drive them all the way up the California coast. But they're willing to pay us good money to do it, so we will do it. And it was a great first trip on our upgraded Peterbilt 389. We added the sleeper cab, we upgraded the engine, and I can definitely tell a difference. I'm in love with the color, I'm in love with the truck, and I just want to drive it. I wish I didn't have to go to work. I would do deliveries all damn day, guys. Alright, so no traffic coming. There we go. Let's try not to hit this Jeep. Thanks for stopping for us, buddy. Thanks for letting us through. We are in the great city of Oakland, guys, in California. We've got less than a mile left of our trip. Then we can collect our earnings. Keep an eye on the light there. I don't even have to, when I'm at a light, I don't even look left or right. Stop signs I do, but lights, nah. I trust them when they turn green. That means I can go safely. So, but here we go, guys. We are on our last road here. We've got one more sharp turn coming up, and then we can drop this load off and collect our earnings for this trip. I'm eager to find out what it is because I don't remember. I know that's pretty bad, but I don't remember what we took here. I think I hit a guardrail. Oh, we hit a car. Gosh dang it. Alright, well, I couldn't see him back there. I hope my insurance covered it. That's all I can say. Alright, so here is where we have to stop. They're going to tell us where to put the trailer. I'm going to play it safe because I don't have a lot of time to mess around. As soon as we round this corner, we should start to see, yeah. So that's our spot right there. And what I like to do is I like to change my view to overhead so I can see exactly where I am putting this trailer. So we're gonna try to line it up in here as straight as we possibly can. Not too shabby. We're gonna decouple. And this is where they're going to pay us our earnings. We drove 466 miles. It took us a total of 9 hours and 15 minutes. We consumed 87.8 gallons of diesel. We earned ourselves a base reward of $10,516, a proficiency bonus of $1,189, a long distance bonus of $991, and a fragile cargo bonus of $495. Giving us a total of $13,191. So let's go ahead and hit the continue there, earn ourselves some money, and gosh, I hope you guys had fun with this video. This was my first trip in the upgraded Peterbilt 389. When I bought this truck, it was plain old white. It was just a day cab. Had the stock engine. We've upgraded it. We added the sleeper cab for long hauls. I absolutely loved it. If you guys like this video and would like to see more, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. And I invite y'all to come on over and join us on Facebook for our live gaming. Until then, be safe and look after one another. Peace.